rename the title, I couldn't put a description, and I couldn't change some things. I just had to hit restart because I don't want to fiddle with my phone while I'm driving. It's irresponsible. I stopped for a second. I pulled over into one of these neighborhoods and turned the stream back on. But now, what the fuck? Dude, my life is sad. Oh shit! That's one of those little bodegas I wanted to. That's one of those little bodegas I was talking about. It's just literally like a tiny, like one room kind of building. So quaint, so cute. Like it's just like, wait, a person doesn't live there, right? It's like Kame House from Dragon Ball. It's just like people live here. Oh, it's just like a small. Bloop, in the middle of that lot is a small place. Oh, you can buy rolling papers there, and porno magazines, but also a gallon of milk. Awesome. They just built these. Those seem legit. The good old Fox River, and you can see the Elgin Tower building downtown there. That's a great historical landmark. Let's turn right on Douglas, bro. Check this out. Oh yeah, that's a pizza restaurant. And that's a hopping place. This is the rec center. It's a massive place. And you can see like these fire escapes and stuff over here. There's like these little pubs and there's little borough apartments everywhere. You know, it's like I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to say. There's just like you could blend in here, you could stand out here. Your choice. It's one of those kind of places. There's a local art gallery, and then there's like apartment lofts that are like dedicated to artists. And look, the cute little ducks are crossing the street. Cross the street, little duckies. Be safe. Okay. Oh, I hear it sounds like some shit is going down. I hear some sirens. But yeah, we're in the historical district, guys. I mean, this is kind of where I grew up, and just it makes a difference. I know I talk about drugs all the time. But growing up here and getting high and taking mushrooms is completely different than like being in the middle of nowhere. Like, don't get me wrong, being in nature while you're under the influence is key, and it's intense and it's amazing. It's a beautiful experience communing with nature. Being in the middle of a bumfuck nowhere town, that could induce a bad trip on its own. And then see here, there's a Jimmy John's attached to this apartment. There's this place called Dream Food Hall over here. There's just like there's like an old diner in one of the really old corner buildings that's actually been there for like, I don't know, since 100 years, I bet. There's this place where you can get churros and all this type of stuff. Now, unfortunately, Vern's Tavern shut down. And Vern's was a place where we used to go when we were younger. I wonder if he finally got in trouble for serving minors alcohol. That's a good side street to go to. We might do a little turn and then turn maneuver. Also, this parking garage and the spaces behind it are all great skateboarding places. It says no parking anytime. Yeah, I don't fucking think I'm supposed to be driving on this. It was worth a shot. Oh shit, that's too funny. These are the loft apartments though. Yeah, and the only reason I turned down there is because it's so early in the morning. There are no cars out. There's like, it's so weird. It's weird because even early in the morning, there's usually people everywhere, dude. Usually people everywhere, dude. This is that 100-year-old diner I was talking about. That place really is an awesome place. There's another tattoo shop. There's another vintage store, and there's like some resale shops that are great. But also, there's only one tattoo shop that's like trustworthy, and it's on this street here. Let's not film Hombre's fucking license plate. There was the Blue Box Cafe. I'm not sure if that's still in business. It might have went out of business. It was a Doctor Who themed. That's the old nightclub. Fuck. That's where so many nights were spent, and then people come over to the house afterwards, and we get like more drunk and more high and play synthesizer. Oh yeah, and get a load of this badass building here. Wow, it's bumpy. Holy shit. Whoa! Whoa. Whoa. Holy shit. We gotta fix the street. Holy fuck. Just like that, you know, just the houses that are old and cool. Oops. Yo, I'm glad my stream crashed because I was able to relaunch it in widescreen mode. The clicking means it's working. The clicking means it's... Oh, there's some cool houses to the left as well. I wonder if I could just turn this whole device to the side. I mean, that's an interesting angle. We got about 15 more minutes here that we can drive around the good old town here. And now I'm gonna swing this hard right angle, and this is a no turn on red. We gotta chill out. And yeah, it's not just like narcissistically, me, look at my stuff, my experience. My experience is unique and fucking cool, and I'm so grateful for my experience. But I want to know about your guys' experience. I click on everyone else's channel that subs to me. I watch it. I should probably have the front-facing camera right now. I watch your stuff, and I want to see your hometowns. I saw Beachy, the bald guy with the beard, driving around where he lives, and I saw some cool things. And I so like, I was like, all right, like I want to see your hometowns, and I want to see your corner stores. I might be one of those hood ass white guys who's like, oh man, I gotta go to the corner store to get rolling papers because I gotta roll up or whatever. My experience is different than yours, but what's the same is that we're human, and the coolest part is like, this is what I've learned, and this is what I've experienced through like being part of skateboarding subculture and other subcultures, is that like you could be into different things and still be amazing friends. Like, okay, so how about this? I was friends with a lot of people that like I wouldn't normally fuck with, but we like listen to the same music and we both smoke really good weed. So like they might have been into some sort of other thing that I wasn't into, some sort of other deal, and we would have never connected, but we both like skateboarding. So like that's what I'm trying to get at. Like there's this YouTuber and you should go watch his streams, guys. His name is 100 Smiles an Hour. Pretty clever, huh? He's just this blonde nomadic hippie guy who plays guitar and paints really good art. He's like, I mean, he's a talented guy. I wouldn't be plugging someone's channel if I didn't think they like were contributing, right? You know, he's contributing art and love to the world, and he said some things in his stream, we talked, or he addressed me, and that's the point I was trying to make. And he's like, oh, no. Well, I don't think he understands. I don't know if he knows Smiles. I think his first name is Bruce. No, his name's not Bruce. It's Ethan? Ian. I don't fucking know. But what was I gonna say? He's gonna maybe find out that we're a lot more alike. You know, me being a foul-mouthed gamer online is one thing, but when I'm like off camera, and I'm not saying like I'm playing a character, I am who I am, right? But when I'm offline, I'm much more like chilled and like relaxed, and I don't know, think of like a chill ass like new wave song like Friday I'm in love, do 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 do, and I'm like that's my MO, you know, is to spread kindness to other humans. Oh my god. So we got just a little bit of time here left, and I wanted to go down this one little road here because these houses are cool and this stuff is cool. It's all really cool, you guys. So like I said, I think my experience is unique, and I'm extremely grateful, and I experience gratitude every morning. But it's not just about my story. I want to see your guys' towns. I want to see your guys' lives. Hey, if you're just joining, I'm saying, yes, my experience is unique, and I'm grateful for that experience. But when I make lives like this, it's for like community. It's not just watch me, look at me. I want other people to like be inspired to pop on the smartphone camera and be like, oh, this is the library. I love this place. Like, I guess people like different things, but I've always been that chameleon. Like, I could fuck with like, oh, you want to go to the library or whatever? All right, let's go do that. I actually like the library, but I'm just trying to make an example. Like, I'll try your thing as like an experience, you know. People people say it's hard to get a read on you. You went to anime convention, but you say weebs are shit, and then you this, and then you like that. If it's fucking rad and it makes my rad race cool, it goes in the bag, man. Bag, Dad. So, like, I guess my filter for life was never like, well, I only like this, I can't like that. Like, but if it rips, it fucking rips. Scooters are still stupid, and rollerblades are an abomination. Those are hills I will die on. I went the wrong way. We gotta get cooking anyway. You want to see something cool though? These old Victorian houses. The castle-y one is cool. I should have never taken it out of the mount just now. I had it like kind of set perfect for these houses. And some of these old ass houses, you would think have dirt basements, right? Some of them have fully finished basements. Like, because they were like wine cellars and like places where people hung out. Pretty cool stuff, man. And then, you know, and then there's some that are like dirt floor and they're pretty low. And yeah, dude, this is kind of like home for me. But I'm not bound to any hometown kind of idea. I'm like, country music guys are like, I want to live in my hometown. I want to die in my hometown. And I'm just like, I want to experience the world. I like that homey, cozy feeling. I was trying to articulate that earlier. And so, like, I want to visit other people's towns. I want to be like, what's this about? What's your town about? I like to do like, but no one has money right now. I don't have money right now to travel and film. It's crazy, dude. If I get enough people to believe in me on this platform, then maybe I could make some things happen. But right now, money is tight, and I'm gonna have to use my GoPro, my action camera. It's meant to be strapped onto a penis or a guitar. If I use that creatively enough, I can get some high resolution footage for things that I want to do. But yes, this part of my head is cut off because I was doing this. Yes, I was doing this. Because, like, honestly, I gotta get moving now. I gotta get to the office. It's Friday. Dude, you don't want to be late on a Friday. Alright? Then, I just want to get in, get out, get it over with. By the way, there's a dope 7-Eleven. I know, I sound like a fucking 2 brain cell fanboy. I love Taco Bell and I love 7-Eleven. I love Mountain Dew and Halo and Gears of War. I sound like a broken fucking bro dude. But somewhere inside that broken bro dude skater is like that sad goth industrial. Because like I have such a, I don't know, I love synthesizer sounds, and I love the atmospheric soundscapes you can create. I like that. I've always liked that. Although I've had a lot of trouble listening to industrial music since my brother passed away, because it just instantly reminds me of him, and it's like kind of like a my heart, fuck. Yeah. Although I did listen to some industrial the other day. I've just been listening to a lot of like grungy slam metal, like caveman type shit. Not bro slam. Like, I mean, Snuffed on Sight is pretty good. They could be a little broy at times, but other than that, I was like thinking, like I've been listening to Cerebral Incubation and fucking Cock and Ball Torture, yeah, and you know, early cephalotripsy, yeah, just some really good slammy stuff, like Devourment, fucking Devourment, and like Disgorge. Okay, so I did see that. It would say it would be amazing if you finally did it. But yeah, if I get the funding. But also, I want to show the front-facing camera because this is kind of pretty. So when I was younger, this valley, this was just a field. And they put this road in here to cut through, right? Otherwise, you'd have to go all the way around to get to the Jewel Osco and the Taco Bell and the 7-Eleven, the place where we were over there. But they made this road, and we would ride our bikes down it, and we'd skateboard down it, get some hella speed. There's the local creek goes through here. It's beautiful. I saw a chat come on screen, but I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it, and I can't touch my phone because I'm driving. And, you know, I don't want to be one of those streamers that Moist Critical talks about that runs over someone or maims them or kills them because they're fucking with their phone. That's kind of the whole point of the hands-free mode. There's not a lot of scenery on the next parts of this trip, so it's just going to be like me yapping. Get this thing level. So I gotta get if I get the GoPro set up, I gotta find the fucking battery and just dedicate to charging it. And then we will have, you know, if I'm recording, I can get up to 120 frames a second in 5.3K. And then I would have to upload that raw footage because the software I use renders in 1080. So that's downscaling. I really want to see what I can do with high quality shit. It's not like I have something to prove to myself or the world. It's like I used to make silly videos and have a blast doing it when I was younger. And like that wave is coming back. Like, oh dude, make silly videos again. Who gives a shit? You're older now, whatever. Like, now I have, like, a younger generation's brain rot to make jokes with. Like, I was tung sahur. That shit fucking had me laughing on the fucking floor, dude. And yes, I know it's a Muslim custom from Indonesia. I'm not making fun of but the drum guy, the tung guy, he's fucking scary as hell. Wake up! So if you guys don't know what suhoor is, it's the big meal you eat before the fast in Ramadan. Okay? But apparently there's this guy. Whoa, that guy just went through the red light and almost hit a truck. What the fuck? I'm flabbergasted by that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you like and subscribe and I'm live streaming video games and you hit up that chat, you're gonna get a shout out. I've seen other people online saying, hey, if you subscribe, you'll get a shout out, and people appreciate the interaction. So I tried putting it in my live description, and it worked a little bit. But like, shit, everyone plays Fortnite, and I can't get with that. And no, I'm not just being a fucking old head, like, stupid game for babies. Like, I don't think I would enjoy it. Just the way that it looks, just the way that it plays, the way that you can exploit it, it seems, and the way that it seems unbalanced, I don't think I would have a fun time. I think it would seem chaotic to me, especially with a building mechanic inside it that just encourages people to like build sniper towers and snipe. Like the play style, there's no. I like to pick apart the enemy's brain, and there's no predictability there. Like in Gears, when you face a certain enemy on the battlefield and he wipes you out, and you're like, what the fuck? And you get kind of frustrated. Then you face him again, and you're like, oh, he zipper bounces, or oh, he's power strafing, or oh, that's how he got me with the pop shot. I gotta not get close to him like that. Or you get to pick apart the individual players' play styles in the match, and then like once you get a rolling match going, you can kind of like, oh, that's the guy that you can't get close to. Oh, that's the guy that long scopes me. Oh, I gotta. But in Fortnite, I don't think that you. It's just like, oh, OP weapon I've never seen before. I'm dead. So my dislike for Fortnite doesn't come from just like a place of jaded hatred of an older person. Fuck this stupid game, it's for babies. No. Mm-mm. It looks like a mess. It looks like power to Epic Games for making a free-to-play live service model where they probably made like $1 billion. Right? That's great, but it just doesn't seem, I don't know. It doesn't seem weighted right. That's what I like about Gears, is like, big gun, blast guy. I have big gun. I try to blast. It's like I'm trying to put it in like bro dude terms. It's just like you run around the map and brutally murder each other. and I made this point in a couple of lives and in some streams and in some, but like talking in chat and stuff. Gears is one of those games that brings out the fucking monster in people. I'm telling you that because I have friends and cohorts and acquaintances that absolutely despise multiplayer, especially like multiplayer that's like toxic or competitive. And they'll only play like single player games or like RPGs, and those same people that denounce multiplayer and they're like, fuck that sweaty trash, it's toxic, it's stressful to me, I don't play that, I play PvE. Some of those friends will go on Gears with me and fucking sweat it out. That Gears brings out the beast in people. It's like that's not even your first pick. It's not even your last pick. But you're gonna play it with me? Yeah, man, because it's fun to blow people up with the shotgun. Oh, like that's universal. You know, and to chainsaw someone is pretty satisfying. Steve? Steven, are you there? Well, I got one new subscriber. I don't know what they said in the chat, but thanks, man. This content creator journey is pretty interesting because what I did 20 years ago was just considered being an asshole with a camera, making silly videos to make your friends laugh and making dumb internet memes. Now it's called being a content creator. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Motherfucker. Yeah, that was whacked out when I drove down that road that wasn't a road this morning. Oh, dude. But that's okay. No one saw me. It was funny though. It was like a paved path, and there was like you like service vehicles who drive down it to go to do maintenance, but it wasn't for like cars to be on. It wasn't a pedestrian walk. It was like a road. It was a brick thing. It was for like the maintenance guy to drive around and service like the. That shit was funny, dude. The maintenance guy to service my penis. I really just want to be at work and get work over. I'm kind of over weed edibles for a while. Like, the allure is gone again. Like, every so often, I'm like, yo, I gotta eat a chocolate bar that gets me high, and then I just get sleepy. And it's sad because I love weed. I don't like to get sleepy from it. Although, it's been said ad nauseum, all weeds are hybrids nowadays. So like, I want one that's like a sativa, because like I'm a sativa guy. I like those. I like the weed strains that make you like peppy. It's like Adderall inside of a plant, and it's like kind of almost a little bit anxiety, but you're like high energy. You smoke it, and you're like, maybe you're like getting menu anxiety at the fucking burger joint, or like you're like. I like those kind of like voracious head buzzes, because they might be a little edgy sometimes, but they're also like intensely creative and energetic. And like, so now I'll go to the store and it's like sativa. I'm like reading the lineage. I'm like trying to like read the genetics of it and go to websites, and it's like, oh, sativa, and it's like got a sticker on it that says sativa, and it's like this, and I'm like reading it. I'm like, oh, cool. This is like Tropicana cookies and mixed with like, I don't know, like one like a fucking good sativa. And then I smoke it, and then I'm like, why do my eyelids feel heavy, man? That's not what I bought. And that's because they've just crossbred every strain ad nauseum to try and make super strong weed, and that's cool. There's always something new on the menu to try, and that's awesome. But at the same time, trying to find one of those pure sativas is, give me some Super Silver Haze, give me some Acapulco Gold, give me some fucking Maui Wowie. Like, give me some lemon, give me some super lemon. Oh, dude. Just like, I think skunk number 1 is also sativa. Dude, there's just some shit you don't get anymore. I know for me, like a little over like 20 years ago, when I got grandfathered into the weed scene, Sour Diesel was hot. Sour Diesel was hot. Everyone had it. And then this crossbreed strain called Sour Apple Diesel came out, and that just was blowing our fucking socks off, you know? And then it went back to some older shit, like some Cali Chem Dog, because like Gen 2 Chem Dog was like fucking fire, dude. It was interesting to live through that. And now you go to the store and it's like, you want some guava banana dick slit? It's like, I don't know, dude, is it good? And then like the fucking 21-year-old kid at the counter is like, I like this shit, man. Like, what do you prefer? Oh, I smoke carts all day. No, I mean, like, what's some good weed? I don't know, man. That's grandpa stuff. I smoke carts all day. And you're like, all right, bro. Like I'm not saying like a boomer. I'm not doing like a boomerism. Like, I suffered, so you should suffer too. The fact that you have it easier isn't the progress of society. It's making me angry. No, it's more like we did have to go get our weed. We did live that lifestyle, and we did have to, like, it puts you into different towns and different places. It could put you in bad situations, but also it often just brought you to a different town, and then you smoke out and you go to a restaurant. Like, that's what the smokers of today are going to miss. You're going to be able to buy fucking hella kush at the corner store eventually. You won't even have to go to the dispensary. They'll just be like selling Cresco at 7-Eleven. Right? So, I mean, that's decades down the line, but that's the future of it. And it's going to be like tobacco. It's going to be like an 18 product, not a 21 product. It's going to be an 18 plus product. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. I found a camcorder I wanted. It shoots in 4K at 60 frames a second. It has a nice telephoto lens. It has 12x optical zoom, non-digital. The aperture is like actually moving. It's got the top handle so you could film skateboard stuff. So it's got top handle horizon lock, and it's got what else? It has the blooming, so like the sun shield around the lens, instead of just like the lens being open or just like in the little concave. It's got the actual bloomed out, and that's good. And that's good for just like blocking direct sunlight into the lens. So it looks pretty good. Comes with a memory card, but I already got the 2 terabyte film card. And the best part about that camcorder is that it's got the mic in the hot mount with the foam on it. So like I don't need to do like remote mic all the time as long as I'm talking at the right volume. And the fact that it's got the big foam sock means it's going to cut down the wind noise dramatically, and I don't have to get a third-party accessory. That's just in the hot mount. And you can swap it out for a better one. Or you can swap it out for, I don't know, it's got the screen that folds out on the side. So you don't have to use a viewfinder. You're not going to have to put a screen on the cold mount. So it looks perfect, man. And it's like third-party Chinese brand. Nothing wrong with that. As long as it gets the job done, that's all I need to do is just be like current quality, current frame rate, so that my videos don't look dated. And yeah. But before I am able to get that, there is a macro lens and a wide angle and a telephoto lens for the GoPro. So like even though it's a close-up angle, it has 2x digital zoom, non-optical, right? And that's cool, but it's such a stable, sturdy little fucker. Putting the bigger lens on it, putting it on the tripod, making sure it's level, and doing like a sweeping shot and a keyframe to like open up a scene, that would be good. Now, however, the new camcorder on the tripod would be maybe even fucking better, because it would still be 4K video. It would still be the clear audio. But most importantly, no pixel degradation on the 12x optical zoom. So it's like, it's not being digitally zoomed, it's being optically zoomed by the physical parts inside the camera. So the fucking coolest part about that is that you don't get pixel degradation. So if I didn't want to just do this wide ass open scene like the GoPro would do, because it's meant for like a wide angle and a chest mount or a head mount or a car mount, I would just be able to zoom in midway, and I would be able to get that sweep shot. Some good ideas, man. I'm cooking. These cringe videos where I just have mouth diarrhea in the morning because I never sleep and I need to wake up fully because my job can be dangerous if I'm not awake fully. Yeah, I come up with ideas and sometimes I come back and watch it. So that's why I'm like talking about my own camera, my own shit. Not my own shit. Although I did make a painting with my feces. The other people at the library were not amused. That was a big pothole. I didn't like that. And you know, my dream, you know, this is a silly dream too. Like, I've had many dreams. Everybody, you know, guys, when they get to this certain age, they're either like, I'm gonna start making my own microbrew, or I'm gonna fucking like get into like barbershop culture, or like rockabilly, or I don't know, or I'm gonna gatekeep at metal shows. I don't know. Like, dudes be like that. Or you're gonna open a cringe hobby store that's really specific and it's not gonna fucking make money. But I was thinking, if I had the funding, if I had more things in order, and the economy wasn't like on fire right now. First of all, two things. I would create a situation where there would be liquid income and there would be passive income being generated. So if I pop off on YouTube once, I want to help my community and my family. If I pop off on YouTube and I make some sort of headway, and we're talking cash, like a lottery winning, like holy cow, that's a lot of views, that's a lot of Benjamins, I would buy one of the nice lots in the town over here, make a strip, and I would have tenants pay rent. I would make a strip. See, the thing about renting to stores and a business agreement is it's not the same lease agreement as like with a person. If you're a slumlord, if you're a dickhead landlord, and you're milking people for everything they got, well, there's rights. You can't just kick people to the curb. And if it's like the winter here in the Midwest, there's a lot of things, right? If someone's destroying your business space, you can take them to court and get them the fuck out of the business space. So do you see collecting rent on a strip mall? And having one of those spaces set up for restaurant? That would be just all the passive income I need to live my life and also give to the charities I want. I want to give a lot of money to the ASPCA. And I want to just help people in my fucking community. I want to help other obscure YouTubers like find their audience as well. Because I know I'm weird and I know I'm strange, but my brand of strange resonates with certain people, other people, 30-somethings. People that grew up in the 2000s in high school. People that like watched Tim and Eric and shit. Like people who grew up Gears of War. I got it for my birthday. 2006. Brother. You had to be there. No hate. There are brilliant minds and awesome things in every generation. I don't hate the younger generations. I just feel for them because what they're living through is just total economic collapse. The peachy life we had before the 2008 subprime mortgage collapse was nice. And then we had the other collapse. Then we had COVID and all this later on. Like, it's you know how I have all these stories where I was just like, we were just like loitering by this place and we were hanging out and we like went to the mall and like we smoked pot all day and we went to the arcade and we hustled people and played Capcom versus Marvel and DDR. Like, it's like that world doesn't exist anymore. Everyone's on survival mode, and like, so this isn't intergenerational hate. I feel sad, and I hope that society and the economy bounces back so that they can experience a little bit of that prosperity generation, like that coming out of the 90s. Like now it's like, are you a PlayStation guy or an Xbox guy? You know, and I don't want to encourage fanboyism. I hate that. I like all games. All companies offer different things. Nintendo has that more family-friendly kind of fantasy feel, and I love that. I love Mario games, right? And like, you know, some other companies have more like gritty adult games. I love Gears of War and I love gore. Like, I love it all. But it was just different times, and people didn't have to be like, I liked Xbox or I like this. It's not like, whoa, bro, what are you, rich? I said, no, back then, people had Sega and Nintendo. And they weren't always just divided fanboys. People had multiple, and not because, what are you, rich? I can't believe you spent it, because video games were expensive back then too. But it would be like, you ask mom and dad for one game system, you ask grandma and grandpa for the other game system, and you get them both. It wasn't a big deal, and I grew up like poor middle class, so like now everyone's just in survival mode, and they're like, do I get a Nintendo Switch too, or do I feed myself? You shouldn't have to choose between recreation and joy or survival. Like, I was making the point that like before the economy was in the shitter, I worked overtime for a week and I bought a new synthesizer. And now, working overtime for a week would be just a little bit of padding for maybe a little bit of groceries and maybe a little bit of smoke and just a little bit of gas and expenses. Not extra money to throw towards your hobby, just survival money. That's a fact, Jack. That's sad. So like, the purchasing power our dads had in the 80s, to equal that purchasing power now, you would have to make over $65 an hour, plus bonuses and incentives. But not only that, like, I think my parents' first house cost like $80,000. Like, and now I'm seeing, like, dude, I'm seeing, like, you know, medium-sized houses going for almost $1 million. It's crazy. California is not the only expensive place. Every right-wing person wants to be like, oh, California, the land of taxes and liberals. And it's like, yeah, it's expensive. Fuck, but like, dude, have you ever experienced like tax in the Midwest in Chicagoland? Like, it's not that different. They're fucking us all in the ass. Fucking us all in the ass. See what, the super rich people, they want to get more rich. And I agree with greed to an extent. And hear me out. I want money. But like, once you have enough money to live forever, and you still want more money, that makes you a cock. That makes you a fucking shit. Makes you a bad person. Knowing there's a finite amount of capital in the system, and you want to hoard it, that's fucked up. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy to me that someone who has $1 billion and has companies that giving them passive income to where they never have to work, never have to lift a finger, their whole life is recreation. and they still want to grind and go to the office and grind and make more, that's sick. That's a sickness. That's a sickness. That's an illness. There's something wrong. The only thing that I could think of is that someone is trying to become so rich, unscrupulously, fucking morally bankruptly rich, to where they have enough money to acquire something like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna buy the state of Michigan. Like, you can do that? I don't know. Maybe these Elon Musks and these Jeff Bezos, these fucking psychotic supervillains, maybe they're trying to get so rich they're gonna like buy something, or like buy like a territory or an island or like a swatch of land. Dude, I don't, like, maybe they're gonna, I don't know, but it's certainly fucked up, and we're certainly living in very fucked up times. Watch your profanity. Fucked up times, fucked up times. We're all living in some fucked up times. Fucked up times. Don't lick fire, kids. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, that guy's driving a Subaru. I was like, why does his car say shut your bitch ass up? I love my Subaru. Right now I'm driving a Honda. I don't like it. My Subaru? Yeah. This is my daily, right? The work car. But the Subaru is like the weekend car, and I have a Subaru Forester. And it's like, it's a dream. Driving's not a chore in that thing. It practically drives itself, especially in inclement weather or snow. It just busts right through it with the four-wheel drive, obviously. But dude, if shit hits the fan and it's like a fucked up like tornado warning, you park that fucker under the overpass or whatever, it feels like a house. I swear to God. I swear to God. So this Forester, the Subaru, has the moonroof that's like so big it goes over the rear seating. And like you could just kind of like camp out and like look at the stars while you're like fucking eating or something. Fuck, I forgot my food at home. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Could have had that for breakfast. I just left in such a hurry, dude. Fuck. Well, I'll just grab a cocksucking bag of chips from the vending machine, and I'll have to I'll just limp it till lunch. I'll go on nada till lunch. Alright, so, well, why is the share button in the bottom corner? That's cool. Yeah, well, they make it easy. They make it easy for you. You know what I'm saying? They make it easy for you. Yeah, that's for me, dude. I'll see you later. If I'm not totally passed out tired, I'll be online on games. And I'm not gonna play just Gears. I think I'm gonna keep grinding Sekiro because, I know it's like a punishing, oh, you like hard games, you're so tough. No, like, I don't like hard punishing games because, because I'm so tough and like I want to show off. I like hard punishing games because I come from the generation where like you quick save on you save on your PlayStation 1 game right where you're getting killed by an enemy and you have to figure out what to do or start over. So like I come from like the generation where games were just fucking hard to begin with because we went from 2D to 3D. And you're like, well, what's going on? Like the tank controls of the old Resident Evil games and stuff. So like I like FromSoft games because you might get murked and you have to figure out what to do, and it makes you a little more cautious and selective about what you're doing. And so like I don't want people to think because I like the sweaty hard multiplayer on Gears and stuff and I like hard games like oh, I'm the tough guy, I like hard games. No, I just like it because like it's challenging, and it's when you defeat a challenge, it's rewarding. Like I'm not like this toxic guy who's like, you can't play casual games because they're for fucking noobs. Yeah, I like more relaxing games, but even if I'm playing Katamari Damacy, I'm trying to get a high score. So like I like those games for fun, not for egotistical reasons. So we gotta get through Sekiro for sure. And I don't know, I was gonna say something else about video games, but I'm too tired. Can you double tap that screen? I'm really tired, actually. You like and subscribe, and there's a future on this channel. There's one thing at a time, right? One thing at a time. So luckily I can use my smartphone and my GoPro to create some content until I get a proper video camera. Like, what? You know, in a current $300 camcorder films in fucking 60 frames a second and at 4K. It's like, whatever, man. That's awesome. And like, even though smartphone footage and iPhones and Android nowadays is like fucking wild good quality, it's not the same. It's jittery. It's a small aperture. It's a little lens. It's like an actual like camera will keep the shot focused, and the light will be able to come and penetrate the aperture. I just said penetrate the aperture. That's awesome, dude. But yeah, like a proper video camera with a regular lens, and like I said, it's got like the one I want has the flare screen, so like it's got like the cone-shaped black. But anyway, you notice how when you're on your smartphone, sometimes it's going light and dark and light. That's the white balance auto adjusting on your smartphone. With the video camera, it doesn't do that. If it gets washed out, it'll darken. It's different. It's just you have more lens to work with. It's hard to articulate what I'm trying to say. Bigger lens, more light, rectal aperture. And also, one of the coolest things that you can do with that on the front of the thing that protects against sun, the little flare guard, the black, you can natively slide in filters. And what I mean by native filters is like not after in post, not digitally like, oh, I set my camera to black and white mode. No, it's like a colored glass that slides in front of the lens. So like if you want like a trippy like Hunter Thompson, or like if you want like a weird like sepia film noir like fucking aged film, you put like the brown one in, and it's trippy, dude. It's trippy, and it just looks so much more rich and clear and genuine than just changing the color after you've recorded the footage. So there's that. I can't wait for that. And then you can also use like expensive SLR cameras. Like you can You can use photo cameras to get like super duper 8K footage. Like you can just click record video instead of take picture, and it just starts filling up your memory card. But you either got to put a microphone in the cold mount and then plug it into the camera, or you've got to, sync it to a remote device, which is more annoying. Clapping is good to sync audio. Like if you get this, if you look at the if you clap and you look at the sharp jump and you move where your hand, or as soon as your hands touch, and you line up the, like, if you need to like ever do that, if you need to sync audio manually, which is fucking up terrifying, you just use the clap, dude. It's one of the easiest methods to sync audio. And you just line up the sharp peak with the exact frame where your hands start to touch. And then it shouldn't sound like this. It shouldn't be like this. Like with the voiceover not matching. Anyway, I like camera stuff, and I just like creating things in general. And for a long time there, for like over a decade, I stopped creating and just started consuming. And there's nothing wrong with consuming if you're having fun, if you're playing a video game you like, if you're watching something interesting, or someone you like, or whatever. But I stopped creating, and I stopped putting my vibes out into the world, and I just started consuming, and I became depressed and reclusive and sad, and I have medical problems with my eyes and my teeth, and I have chronic pain, and I just started becoming reclusive and just being fucking shitty and fucking burning bridges and being a cock, and like that's not really me, right? So here I am now. I realized I stopped creating. That's what happened. I stopped putting my vibes out into the universe. And it fucking made me a curmudgeon. So everybody has a thing. Whatever your thing is, fucking do it to the fullest. You might like frisbee golf. I don't fuck with frisbee golf. Actually, that sounds like it might be fun. See what I mean? I'm just like, I'm in it for the experience. Like, I'm not actually sure. Sounds kind of lame. Sounds kind of like fucking, like, rich kids, like, microdosing plan. But, yeah, bro, let's go to the golf course, bro. My dad just bought me a new fucking G-Wagon. But, the manual dexterity part of it, the trying to fucking get it in one shot, that is the appealing part to me. That's fun. That sounds tough. But anyway, I gotta go. Peace out, fuckers.